Hi guys, welcome to the Crafty Witch UK. My name is Arietta and today we're going to do something that I don't do very often, which is a whip and chat. I have previously done this sort of thing where I'm answering specific questions or doing tag questions. I've done an all about me kind of one, but I tend to find that if I'm concentrating on doing something like diamond painting, that I end up forgetting to speak. So it's a new a new thing for me to practice doing, and I figure that the only way to learn is by doing. So here I am at silly o'clock in the morning, recording myself diamond painting and talking to you guys. So I am currently working on the Alice in a Starry Sky, no, in Starry Night, I think it is. Let me check. Alice in the Starry Night, yeah, which is a Jasmine Becket-Griffith's canvas from Diamond Art Club. I am working on this as part of the Alice in a Winter Wonderland event, which I will put the details for in the description for this video, so that if you want to go and have a look, to maybe take part, find out more about it, then you can do. The main sort of rules for this event are to work on a new canvas which is Alice related or Alice adjacent, so could be something that's specifically Alice. It could be linked with playing cards, it could be the Cheshire Cat, any of the other characters. I mean, Diamond Art Club alone have so many Alice related canvases. There really is plenty to choose from. Why is that not sticking? I think, sorry, I'm having some glue issues. I think because earlier I was doing ABs, and so it tends to leave like some of the AB coating ends up stuck to your glue, which is not always great. I'm now going to have too much glue on my pen. This is a handmade polymer pen from Painting with Dots. I really like it. It feels really nice in the hand, and I've used it to the point that it snapped and I fixed it. So I think I might have to get another one at some point so that I can give this one a bit of a rest. I don't know why I've got some way more expensive, premium type pens, and this is the one that I will always tend to reach for. And it doesn't even have a metal, like forever tip or an everlasting tip. So it just goes to show you don't always have to have like the fanciest stuff for it to work. This is a 7-placer if you're interested, which is about the largest I'm really comfortable with. If I'm doing really large colour blocked areas, I have got a 10-placer, but I find it's not as accurate. This canvas has been really nice to work on. I've been enjoying doing all the swirly bits first, and I'm saving Alice for last. There is a lot more colour blocking in Alice. I think there's only sort of 2, maybe 3 colours in her face, so that should be very quick to do. So I thought I'd do all the confetti type stuff first, because it's not quite so relaxing, for me at least, just because you have to concentrate a bit more when you're doing confetti. For me at least. Everybody's a bit different. So, what else can I tell you about? What's going on in my world? Well, let's have a think. I am going to put together a video in the next couple of weeks, hopefully, that will be up at the beginning of February, which will go through my planned canvases. Nothing's ever set entirely in stone, but my planned canvases that are linked to particular events or seasonal challenges throughout the rest of the year. I've got some really nice ones that I'm looking forward to working on. Some that I've had in my stash for far too long, and it's about time I got on and did them. I mean, even Alice, I think I unboxed her in April of 2021, and we're now January 2022. So yeah, she's been waiting for the perfect opportunity. And then when I saw that the Alice in a Winter Wonderland event was happening, I thought, perfect time for me to be able to take part in an event that didn't involve me buying a new canvas. That is always the problem, of course, is that if you want to do all the themed events, then that's, you know, potentially a new canvas every single time, and that can be expensive. However, it is a really good way to make a dent in your stash if there's canvases that for one reason or another you just haven't started yet. I had last summer I used my Row Diamonds special drill tiger picture, Cosmic Tiger it was called, and because it was double-sided, and that's not my favourite, and because it was chock full of ABs and I struggle to multi-place with ABs, I had been putting that off, even though I was, you know, I loved the image and I really wanted to do it. So when Rebecca at 4 Kids at 147, when she announced that she was going to do a summer advent calendar type event, it was perfect because it already had the white cover on it because it was double-sided. So I was able to section it up, and even though I think it's a 50 by 50, I think, and I was able to section that off for the 30 days and work on it a little bit at a time, which was a much better way of tackling something like that, because you really do feel like you're achieving it when you're working on small sections. For this canvas, I have been sort of doing strips across, which means I am working on much bigger areas than I would normally section. But there's quite a lot of the same colour in each section, so it seemed silly to, you know, cut it down into smaller sections. The other thing that I have been working on is my Nerdy Crafter sculpting kit. I have more or less finished my little crafty witch figurine. I'm not 100% happy with her, but I think that's okay. It is the first time I've attempted anything like this before, so yeah, I shouldn't beat myself up too much about it. And the kit itself comes with more than enough material to make another one and possibly a third. Just looking at the amount of plaster of Paris type stuff. Oh, sorry, you can tell it's late. Oh goodness. Yeah, so just looking at the amount of plaster of Paris that you get with it. But of course I can always buy more from, you know, Amazon or the range, or I don't tend to shop at Hobbycraft for no other reason than it's not near my house. So whereas I'm lucky enough to live within walking distance of the range, which is always good if you are desperate for a last minute piece of craft equipment or ingredient or something. I mean, they pretty much do sell everything, so yeah, so I think I do need to show you guys my Crafty Witch figurine. I need to then have a go at another one, I think, so maybe something a bit different. I've also been watching lots of, I fell down a bit of a sculpting rabbit hole on YouTube from watching Nerdy Crafters videos. I then ended up, she had done some My Little Pony figurines that she had repainted in honour of different YouTubers that she liked, and so I went and then looked at their videos. And Delightful is super talented doll artist. She repaints and re-sculpts Monster High and Barbie type dolls. So I was looking at the sort of thing that she was doing and thinking I would really like to have a go at that, which I'm not entirely sure that it's the cheapest hobby to get into, because there's quite a lot of specialised things that you need. However, I think I might have a crack at it, and I've got some pop vinyl Funko Pop heads, and I was thinking that one of those that is one of the first ones that I got, it's not one that I'm massively in love with, and so I was thinking that could be quite good to have a go at remodelling, because Funko Pops are about the same size. Oh, dearie me. They're about the same size as Jackie's Nerdy Crafters figurine. So I figured that might be a good place to start. My plan for that, and I've only just started sort of sketching it up, is to create a kind of Mother Earth goddessy figure, all plump and round, and you know, sort of fertility goddess type idea. That's my plan, kind of a Gaia type image. So we will see how that goes, and I will hopefully be able to show you that in a future video, once I've figured out how to do it myself. I was looking up videos the other day for how to take the heads off of Funko Pops. It all looks quite violent when you start getting into it. So I hope that all of you crafty coveners, I hope that you had a nice festive break, whatever you were doing, whatever you were celebrating. For me, it was a quiet one this year, and I am grateful of that. I am still struggling with health issues, which are ongoing, and nobody seems to really know what's wrong with me. But all it means is that I don't tend to go out much, and the most comfortable place for me to be is sitting at my desk with my feet up, and then keeping my brain busy by doing something like diamond painting. So, you know, if only I could do this as my job, then everything would be fine. So what I need to do is try and find a work from home type thing that I can do when I am having a good day, and then not worry too much about if I need to take a break. There aren't many of those type of jobs around, so we'll see. I'll get there. So yes, festive season was a quiet one. We celebrated Yule and had our big roast dinner. So we did that earlier in the month than most people would have been celebrating if you're celebrating Christmas. And then Christmas Day for us was just sitting at home, eating too much chocolate and cheese and crackers, which is kind of my perfect day, really. I really enjoy that kind of picky food that's, you know, just help yourself to a little bit of everything, and yeah, it's a nice mix of salady bits and good cheese. During the festive season, we always treat ourselves to some fancy cheese, and we might get some fancy pate, a big box of crackers, and then that is us sorted. In fact, I could probably eat that sort of food every day and not get bored of it. So so I was also planning to take part in the Big Sucker event, and which is to encourage people to work on larger canvases that maybe, again, they've had sitting in their stash for a while, because it can be quite daunting to have a canvas that is, you know, maybe a metre and a half sort of size. They can be awkward to work on, and it's just intimidating. So my plan was to complete my 4 Seasons canvas from Mindfulness diamond painting, because that is big. It's a metre and a half by 50, I believe. Yeah, Yes, a metre, yeah, 150 by 50 is what that one is. So I thought that'd be perfect, because the Big Sucker event runs for, I think it's 11 months it runs for. I thought I could complete it, as the seasons go by. So I did the first little bit of it, my first little section, but I was so disappointed. The drills are popping like mad. And I have been in touch with the company, and hopefully we will be able to work something out. But it was such a disappointment, because the corner that I started with is pretty much one colour, and so when every single diamond that you place is popping up, and I've got my little roller, and I would roll over them, and as one got pushed down, another one would be pushed up, and it drove me mad. Really did. I was so frustrated with it that I messaged Mindfulness Diamond Painting about it, put it away, and I haven't picked up since, because it makes me sad. So hopefully, as I say, we'll be able to sort something out, maybe replacement drills or something, I don't know. But my concern is that there are a lot of colours in that canvas, and if I'm having trouble with the first colour, there's every chance that I'm going to have trouble with the rest of them. And I don't like complaining. I don't like being a moany person. So yeah, I was frustrated by it. So as a result of not working on that canvas past the first little section, I'm not really taking part in the Big Sucker event. However, I think this canvas would probably have counted, so I maybe could have entered this for both events, but I'm not sure on the rules with that. So it is nice to be working on a canvas that's just for me. I've done an awful lot of canvases for gifts and for other people, and so it's nice to be doing something that, yes, it's got a deadline because of the event, and I want to get it finished by the end of the event. And in fact, I think I'll probably finish it before then, because it is, the event runs, I think, till the end of February. I will check, and yeah, as I say, the details will be in the description. So there's plenty of time for me to get it finished, and I think I probably will finish early. But it's nice to not feel that time pressure of, oh, this is for X person's birthday and I need it done by such and such date. So that is a nice feeling, to just be able to work at my own pace. I had a couple of bad health days last week, and I was able to, not diamond paint and not feel too guilty about it. I missed it for sure, because it is the thing that I enjoy doing. But I didn't feel that pressure of, oh, I should be working on it because so-and-so's counting on me. I think this is nearly all of this colour. So that's gone pretty quick while I was chatting to you guys, so that's a definite bonus. So, yeah. What will normally happen, of course, is that I will put this away and then I will spot another one that I've missed. So, oops, and I'm spilling them. Right, so next colour. The way that I tend to work, I've got my drills in 2 containers of 30, just because my 60s were in use. So I've started here and I'm just working through the colours for this section. So I just have a look and I think, do I need this one? Yes, I do. And then I work this colour and then I put it back and then the next one. I always leave the bottle out that I'm currently working on so that, you know, if I have to get up from the desk or go away and do something, there's no chance of sort of forgetting what I was working on. Yeah, so what else to tell you? As you probably saw when I was refilling, I'm currently just using regular old pink wax. I have so much of it, it seems silly not to use it most of the time. I do have fancier waxes, and also I do tend to use my Pretty Placer, or I've got oh, where's that gone? There. Somewhere I have a similar wax placing crayon, which is from the Diamond Den. So I tend to use those if I've got individual ABs, because it's just a lot less hassle than placing the ABs with a regular drill pen, because you don't get that pulling of the wax. So this yellow is a little bit more spread out, so the tray that I'm using is one from Spell Queen. This is their large clear tray. I really like this size of tray. I honestly don't know how I ever worked with the little green trays. It's mad to think that, I mean, I worked my first two paintings just with green trays, and then when I got my first Diamond Art Club, which was Call of the Wild, oh, I cannot think of the artist, but it's the one with the wolf and the moon. I did that for my father-in-law, and I did that just using the small Diamond Art Club tray, the little white one. So yeah, it's kind of weird to think, but yeah, I couldn't imagine going back to that now. I have a ridiculous stash of green trays. That is not even a quarter of them. I use them now for random little paint pots and anything that's going to be sticky, that I probably am going to struggle to clear up, so that way they can then just go in the bin and at least they've had some use. Are we done with these arrows. Is that all of them? I wasn't paying attention. Yes, I think that's everything in that colour. So yeah, the other thing I like about this is the nice spout, which particularly when combined with these jars, just it works for me. I mean, everybody is, you know, individual and will have their own ideas of what works for them. It's one of the things that I love about watching other YouTubers that diamond paint or that craft in general, because everybody has a different way of doing things and none of those ways are wrong. So it's really nice to see what other people are doing and to get ideas, or you know, there may have been a thing that you've been doing and struggling with one way of doing it, and then you watch somebody else and you're like, ah, why didn't I think of that? That way is much easier. So for the longest time I would hold my tray this way to shake it and then be worried that stuff was going to come out of the end, and I cannot remember now. No, I can't remember which YouTuber it was, but they held theirs that way so that their hand blocked the spout while they were shaking, which just, you know, so simple, but actually made quite a big difference to me. Oh, that's all of those ones. You know, racing through these colours. Right. This one now we've got, oh, let's see if I can, 743. It's the little, I think of it as like a little pin symbol. Looks like a little map pin. There's quite a few of these. Nothing in blocks, but a few little lines. Let's change pens. I'm going to find a smaller placer. There we go. So this is a cat-eared pen with a cat-eared single placer forever tip, and the metal 4-placer came with my advent calendar from Painting with Dots, already loaded with pink wax. So let's go in with this. So yeah, I do find that I particularly with sort of Diamond Art Club, where they use the same symbols again and again on different canvases, I sort of almost kind of have favourites, I guess. It's the ones I don't like are the corners. Have I got any in here? Yes. Yeah, so anything like this that's got like a little corner symbol, they can be a bit of a pain for me. I don't know if it's just me or if everybody is annoyed by them, but I just find I have to really concentrate on those ones, whereas other symbols are just super simple and clear. I also like hearing what other people refer to the symbols as. So for instance, as I was saying, I think of the one I'm doing at the moment as a map pin, like a straight pin with a little round bobble on the top. I've got wax between my drills. But other people might see it as something else. I don't know. There's this little one, which I always think of as like a kind of like a tent sort of shape. it looks like, yeah, to me it looks like the sort of thing you'd find on like an ordnance survey map to show you that there was a campsite nearby. But actually it's just an X with the bottom quadrant coloured in. So yeah, it's always interesting. Do let me know down in the comments if there's a particular symbol that you have a silly name for, or that, you know, which symbols do you hate? So I know the Diamond Art Club canvases are notoriously clear, so other than the ones with the corners blocked out that I find frustrating, I don't really have a problem with any of the symbols in terms of clarity. But on some canvases it can be particularly tricky if the symbols are complicated and the printing is bad. Which does happen, you know, particularly if you're buying sort of more budget canvases. I have to say, touch wood, recently I have been very lucky with canvases. I've not had too much trouble. Obviously, I'm having this issue with drills at the moment, but the canvas itself is fine. No problems there. So ordinarily for me, were I not recording this little whip and chat for you guys, I would be listening to a podcast or listening to other YouTube videos. I don't tend to go for anything that involves too much watching, because I find that looking up from the diamond painting and going back down to it, probably because I wear glasses and it's the refocusing on one thing and then another, I get kind of a bit queasy, and I find that I suffer with much more sort of eye fatigue if I am trying to watch telly and diamond paint. So for me, it's always much better to do something that's a listening thing. So it'll be either a podcast or an audiobook. I do like my Audible. And yeah, if not, then I will pick a YouTuber who I can just listen to. So that's the way that I would choose to amuse myself while diamond painting. This wax is a bit old, I think. Should have refilled it. Little top up. Let's have a look. Right, we've done, with this being probably my first really proper whip and chat, I don't really know how long you will want to listen to me gabble on for. So I think we will stop at 40 minutes. And then if you guys like this video, if there is positive response to it, then obviously I will try and do more. Potentially, if it's something that you want, then I would be more than happy to put up a WIP and chat every week, although I'm going to need you guys to come up with some questions for me to answer if that's the case, because otherwise I'm going to run out of things to talk about, and you'll have to listen to me mumble about what is my favourite diamond painting symbol. So yeah, I think for today, or for this evening as it is, I'm going to leave this here, and the next time you see this canvas, at the very least, this section will be finished. I have really enjoyed spending some time with you. I hope that you have enjoyed your time too. I hope that you were able to get some crafting of your own done whilst I was working on this. Please do consider leaving a like. It means the absolute world to know that you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out. So do let me know, and feel free if there's something that you want me to create that I'm not doing currently, do let me know. If you'd like more of something that I haven't done for a while, the comment section is there for you. Have at it. Just, yeah, if I don't know, I can't do it. So thank you so much for your support so far. I'm really looking forward to continuing making these videos if it's something that you would like to see more of. Please do consider subscribing, become a member of the Crafty Coven, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.